You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, this is exactly the reason why over the course of about the last 18 months, CNN has fell off of a cliff. Their ratings are absolutely in the tank. They're in a tank on the level, actually maybe even worse than the level of the Marxist ESPN of China. And it's because of these kind of radical leftist swooping takes that, always have to be a commentary on social justice. People have heard this kind of crap spew out of the mouth of CNN so much that look, even moderate Democrats have said, you know what, that sounds like crap. Click. And they've just turned it off. They've just turned it off. And now we're going to be... Now we got CNN making these proclamations about why Brittney Griner was arrested in Russia, that she was targeted. Now, keep in mind, Brittney Griner has played basketball in Russia for 7 years. 7 years. And now, conveniently, they decided to target her? You know what? I got to be real. I wonder how many times she's brought vape cartridges with cannabis oil into Russia. I mean, I understand. I'm just speculating there. But that's me speculating out loud. You've got to wonder. Right? Let's look at this. CNN, the Daily Wire. CNN's Bash, and what's her name? Dana Bash, yeah. CNN's Bash suggests that WNBA star was targeted by Russians because she's a black lesbian. Okay. Wow. CNN's Dana Bash offered her intersectional take on why Russia had arrested WNBA player Brittney Griner, charging that it was due in part to her being a member of minority communities. Griner was found guilty on drug smuggling and possession charges on Thursday and sentenced to 9 years in prison after she had been charged with having cannabis vape cartridges in her luggage in February. Well, wait a minute now. Didn't Griner just get up the other day and talk about how brave, stunning, and courageously the Russian people had wrapped their loving arms around her? That doesn't sound like a group of citizens or anybody else that was targeting Brittney Griner. They seem to love Brittney Griner over there. She's some kind of a hero. Brave, stunning, and courageously, I must add. The Biden administration is reportedly attempting to obtain a release for Griner and also U.S. citizen, former Marine Paul Whelan, who was arrested on espionage charges by trading them for Russian weapons trafficker Victor Bout, who was convicted on terrorism in 2011 after attempting to sell missiles to the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia in order to shoot down U.S. military helicopters. And Joe Biden's about to trade that scumbag for this player. By the way, Dana Bash, I just want to point this out. Paul Whelan is a white dude. He's like a middle-aged white guy. What would be your tie-in for that Russia would have targeted him? I'm just wondering. I'm just pointing that out. Bash stated, quote, "It is certainly beneficial politically in the mind of Vladimir Putin to show the world that they have an American sports figure who has 2 gold medals, who is a 7-time All-Star, and plays for the Phoenix Mercury behind bars in Russia." I got to be real with you here. Boy, he should have picked somebody better. Instead, he picked a star of a league that nobody watches. Oh, yeah, I've got a ratings video coming on the other sports channel. Nobody watches that league. I mean, we're acting like this guy or Brittney Griner is Kevin Durant. I mean, really? I mean, hell, nobody's even watching the NBA. CNN national security correspondent Kylie Atwood, quote, I do think it's important to note that the administration officials are saying that when it comes to a potential prisoner swap to get Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan and other Americans who's wrongfully detained in the country to get them released, that the ball is in Russia's court now. Bash turned to CNN senior international correspondent Fred Plagen to make her intersectional point. Fred, since you have been in touch with the defense for all these months, let's just get real. How much of this is because she is 6'9", black, lesbian, and American? Okay. By that argument, that wouldn't make it very smart for Brittney Griner to be smuggling cannabis cartridges, vape cartridges, in and around Russia. Now, would it? I mean, yeah, 6'9", she's going to stand out. She is. She's a basketball player, has tattoos all over. All right? People over here are going to look at her in an airport, for crying out loud. All right? But at the end of the day, she's the one that committed the act. Okay? She's the one that actually performed the act that broke Russian law. I mean, it's got nothing to do with... She didn't get arrested for being 6'9", black and lesbian. She got arrested for smuggling vape cartridges with cannabis oil in it. My God. Plagen gave her support. Well, I think that last part, especially being an American, is obviously one of the big issues and certainly something that may have led to a tougher verdict here. That dude was like, American. Of course, we always have to say, especially someone who is lesbian or gay here in Russia, it's really, really tough time. Well, yeah, it is. Let's hear this come out of Dana Bash's mouth.
For all these months, let's just get real. Mm-hmm. How much of this is because she 9, black, lesbian, American?
Well, I think that the last part, especially being an American, is obviously one of the big issues, and certainly something that may have led to a tougher verdict here. Of course,
Wow. All right. Whether or not that makes a big difference in court is something that's up for debate, but it's certainly something where if you look, for instance, at Russian media, that is something that is not looked very positively upon in a lot of public society, certainly in Russia state media. Well, look, that's the other thing. At the end of the day, she decided to go to Russia knowing that she was a member of the alphabet community, and there's no way in hell somebody did not tell her agent, somebody with the Phoenix Mercury, somebody in the WNBA did not tell her, look, your lifestyle that you lead is not looked upon very positively in Russia. Maybe don't go there. Okay? So again, there is some self-responsibility tied to that because that's her lifestyle and she knows they don't agree with it. So you're going to go into the country anyway? I mean, I'm just saying. And you go into the country, you're knowingly doing something illegal when you think you might be frowned upon for your lifestyle? All of this, have you noticed, is about taking self-responsibility off of the person that commits a criminal act. That's where radical leftists have taken our society ever since the George Floyd incident. Criminals are right. Criminals are just. Let's prop them up. Let's celebrate them as heroes. And let's allow them to take no self-responsibility for their actions whatsoever. That's exactly what they're doing with Brittney Griner. She just happens to play a professional sport. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You do own this, Brittney Griner. Getting arrested in Russia, you own it because you were doing something that was illegal by Russian law. Easy peasy. There you go. My God. My God. You're making me rant at 8 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday. For Christ's sakes. Tell me what you think. Black and white sports fans, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace. We're out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.